Hello everyone and welcome back to another Quiz video. Today we're taking a look at Treasure Map vs Fujitora. Real quick, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. These teams are very accessible. They don't use any of the anniversary batch, not part 1 nor part 2. We don't use the New Year's batch either. So quite accessible teams here in the sense that it doesn't use any recent characters. But let's get straight into it with the final boss versus Doflamingo. He's a strength character for both stage 2 and 3. So make sure you're running predominantly quick characters. For both the final boss and intrusion for these teams, I'm running Sabo since he is the highest booster. Stage 2, use your super swap of your cat dog to get around the paralysis and give you an ore boost. Use their special for an attack boost and color affinity, as well as getting around the attack down. We have the support of Roku Jumbe for a 0.2 chain boost that is required to proc your captain effect of your Sabo. If you don't know what Sabo's captain effect is, if you activate a chain boost, then in the following stage, you'll activate his special automatically once again for free. So that's pretty nice. And we need that on the final stage. So make sure that you have that support. Also, if your cat dog is at level on break 5, he'll also give you a 3-turn chain defense down conditional attack boost. That's nice for damage, but it's not necessary. Don't worry about it. Then also activate your Robin to get around 3 of the 5 turns of despair. The support of Stride Crew will get around the other 2 turns. Robin will also give you your quick characters, matching orbs, which is important to make sure you can kill the enemy. Although that just kill the enemy, it's very easy. Also activate Sabo, obviously. We can have him free again in the final stage. He'll give us a chain boundary effect. So with all that, we have attack boost, orb boost, color affinity, chain boundary, and we have our matching orb. So stage 2 is a joke. Then on the final stage, we can activate our super class of your Sabo. Also note that you should have your Sabo automatically activated here on the final stage because we had that chain boost in the previous stage. He'll get around the 7 tons of enemy damage reduction. Then use his super class for a color affinity. Then use Drake for the 1 turn of damage nullification. Make sure you activate Drake after your Kikunojo, your Sabo's super class, because the enemy has a color affinity interruption. So make sure you get your color affinity from your super class and not Drake special. Then activate Izo. He's going to get around the 5 turns of threshold and give you 1 turn of cooldown. There is 2 turns of rewind, so that is important. We also have Kiku as a support to give the enemy defense down. That's not required. It's just to proc your defense down conditional attack boost if you do have your cat dog at level on break 5 or higher. So it's really not necessary if you don't have her. Then activate your Yamato. She's gonna get around the other turn of special rewind and get around the bind, as well as give herself an attack boost of 2x with the buggy support. So with all that, we can kill very easily on the final stage. We have a 2x attack boost on Yamato, 2.5x orb boost from your cat dog carried over into the final stage, a 2.5x affinity, a 3x chain boundary effect, a 0.5 chain growth rate with the Yamato special, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Also a 2x conditional attack boost if you do have your cat dog at level 11 break 5 with that Kiku support. So that's going to be it for the final boss. Let's get into the intrusion. So for the intrusion here against Fujitora, so this team is very similar. There's a few changes, but nothing too crazy. Stage 2, Kiku and your Izo from the last treasure map, as well as your friend Captain Sabo, practically take care of everything here. Special bind and the fear, don't worry about that. Just activate your Sabo, he'll get around the special bind. Izo will get around the block orbs, change them into matching, get rid of the barrier, and get rid of the enemy's threshold. On the final stage, activate your Yamato. She'll get around the 3. She'll get around. She won't get around anything actually. She's just there as a stat stick, and she gives us a chain growth rate boost. And she also has that buggy support once again for an attack boost on herself. Then activate Baby Graham's Chopper. This isn't too accessible, unfortunately, but he works very well getting around the 5 turns of paralysis and the enemy's defense up. He also gives us a 0.1 chain boost. That's going to allow us to get past that chain attack down. Then activate your, what's his name? Shanks. So Shanks is literally just there to get around the enemy's barrier. Yeah, he's not really there for anything else. Just make sure you have him there, and he'll get around that enemy barrier. And that's pretty much it for this team. There's nothing more to say. We have an orb boost carried over from stage 2. Stage 3, we have an attack boost on Yamato, a 2.5x color affinity from Sabo Superclass once again, a 3x boundary, a chain growth rate from Yamato, a chain boost from Baby Ram's Chopper. So if anything, this team is even better than the previous in terms of damage. The boost is a bit lower, unfortunately. Oh wait, no, it's a bit higher actually than the final boss team. So the intrusion is very easy, especially since stage 2 is super easy if you have your treasure map EZO. So that's gonna be it for the final boss and intrusion. Let's get into the mini boss teams. Okay, let's start off with the weakest mini boss, which is against Bartolomeo and Cavendish. So this team uses no supports, very fast on the final stage. Um, the debuffs, yeah, we have empty orbs, we have health cut, we have 2 turns of special reverse to your crewmates, and 8 turns of resilience, and the enemy will have a 1 turn 25 combo hit barrier. So we're just using Cat as our captain. This can be any dog storm in the game, so a bit more accessible in that sense. Um, we do have Huzu, which isn't a too accessible character, but he's quite old. He's quite a few months old, so a lot of people will have him. Um, so on stage 1, use your cat dog. Your cat viper's super class. They'll give you super class, and he's very fast as wave clear. Stage 2, use your kid and law for not only wave clear. He'll also give you a end of turn damage for 3 turns. They'll allow you to get around the resilience on the final stage, and he'll also give you a chain growth rate boost and a chain boundary effect for the final stage. Kid and law is probably my favorite free play character right now. He's just so useful offensively and for especially for speed farming content. He's also going to be our main damage dealer on the team as a boosted character. Then on the final stage, also on stage 2, activate your Cat Viper special, so that he's going to give us a attack boost in the final stage. His special is very fast, just make sure you use it on stage 2. Then on the final stage, activate your other Cat Viper. You'll now have a 2.5x ore boost and attack boost, just from activating those Cat Vipers, and he's one of the fastest specials in the game. So very fast. And we also have all this chain boost from your kid-in-law. You should also have a full build of Rainbow Orbs because of that sheer Hoshi we have. Another option could be the Intrusion sheer Hoshi. She also gives a full build of Rainbow Orbs. That'll just allow us to ignore those empty orbs that we get given. Then activate Who's Who. He's going to get around the 2 turns of Special Rewind and give us a color affinity of 2.5x and a chain boost of 1.4. So, very good character. Works superbly in tandem with the chain boosts of your kid-in-law. This team is spectacular. This team is crazy in damage. The chain, I think we start off the chain at 3.6x or somewhere crazy like that. Yeah, it's very good, this team, in terms of your chain. So after hitting one good, you should have a 3.6 ish chain, and then just hit a perfect on your kid-in-law, and you'll be able to destroy that enemy with very good multiplicative boosts. So yeah, this team should work forever. It's so good. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but as I said before, you can use Dogstorm, any Dogstorm in the game. It doesn't have to be that one, but it's just better since he's a Dex character. They'll be able to deal more damage, but it's by no means necessary. For the next mini boss against what's his name, Bellamy. This one, it took me quite a while to team build for. I don't know why. It's actually not too hard. Um, so on the final stage, we get a turn of rewind. We get unfavorable orbs. He also makes type orbs non-beneficial, so that's very annoying. And the enemy has a 2-turn barrier, as well as cutting your HP by 99%. And that's important because upon death, the enemy deals 5,000 damage. So if you need to find some way to heal either 5,000 HP or have a significant damage reducer. Otherwise, you will die. So this team, the enemy is strength, so we're running predominantly quick with Kikinojo and Izo as our captain. We're running Hiyori there to give us 1 orbs to just ignore all those annoying orbs effects we get given. On stage 1, use your Zoro. Stage 2, use your Kikinojo and Izo for a chain lock. And then on the final stage, activate your first of all, activate what's his name? Akainu. He's gonna give you a attack boost and a conditional attack boost. Not only that, he'll also give you a 2 turns of barrier reduction, so the enemy's barrier gets removed. Very good unit overall. Does a lot on this team. Then use your Carrot and Wanda to give you an all boost. And then also give you a 1.5 color affinity with that chopper support. Those 2 supports in particular are very important, since in total they heal 5,000 HP which will allow us to tank that 5,000 fixed damage upon death. Chopper is very good since he gives that 3,000 healing and the color affinity. If you don't have him, just activate, put some random color affinity support and then some other healer. There's a lot of healing support, so you should be fine. But yeah, this is just what I'm running. It's only 2 specials, 2 supports on the final stage, and the damage is really good. We have a 2.25x attack boost, 2.5x orb boost, 1.5x color affinity, a 3.5x chain lock, 1 orbs, a 2x conditional attack boost, and we have 4 characters here with type advantage that are also boosted. So this seems this I definitely recommend this team. It's very good. But yeah, let's get into the next mini boss against Burgess. This mini boss is quite annoying if you don't have. It's a bit annoying to run on speed teams. It's actually very easy to get around if you run Double Cat, Viper, and Dogstorm. But 2 things: you need to use the swap effects, which makes the run extremely slow, and also I'm using them on my final boss team, so I can't use them here. So here we get 13 turns of despair to our captains. They also get slot bind to your captains, 4 turns of paralysis to your crew, and we have a very significant chain attack down. The enemy once again has barrier. A very recurring theme in this treasure map is all these barriers. So for this team, we're just gonna actually ignore everything, all the debuffs. We're gonna use Roger special on the final stage and just swipe the enemy away. Stage 1, use your Zoro special to give you 2 turns of cooldown, and then on okay, my bad. Actually, so one thing I need to say is that those 2 units at the bottom are not required. I just ran them for point boost. They do nothing in the quest. The thing is that Roger doesn't get cooldown by the quest, so we need some other way to get him to give him cooldown. So just run a unit like Elizabello. So Elizabello is gonna wave flu on stage 1, Zora's gonna wave flu on stage 2, and give 2 turns of cooldown. On the final stage, then Roger will be ready to activate. Also, you need those waifus there so that they can give you 1 turn of cooldown in the crewman ability. It's just very nice. There's many different options to give Roger cooldown. Any special that's going to give cooldown and wave clear is going to be enough. Just make sure you have your Roger ready. So yeah, this team is going to be what I'm going to be running. Just with a Radiant Pirates as a 1.35x booster, just to boost my point boost a teeny bit. So yeah, I just use stage 1 Elizabeth, stage 2 Zora for the cooldown as well. Final stage, both of your Rogers. It will definitely be enough to kill. This is a team for the mid map, so always fighting Jesus Burgess in the mid map for me personally. Then for the final mini boss against Trebol, we're running. Okay, so Yamato is a Super sugo-fest exclusive, but she's very old. Most people should have her by now. Um, Sorry, I'm running her, but she's very good for this as a captain that's going to give us cooldown and reduce bind by 10 turns as your captain. So for this team, there's a lot of debuffs and enemy has a revive of 50%. So very annoying to get around. But on stage 1, we can use the special of this very old, like year 1 recruit Sanji. He's in a wave clear, so this can be any wave clearing unit in the game that is going to have the support of Pickums. Basically, you need any support. There's a bunch of supports in the game like that. When inflicted with chain coefficient reduction, it gives you a chain lock. You just need one of those units on your wave clearing unit. So it's quite niche, but everyone should have the Sanji. It's a very old recruit, but it's gonna allow me to have this recruit Pickums on him, which is gonna give me a 2.5x chain lock when inflicted with chain coefficient reduction. You'll see why that's important a bit later on. But wave flare on stage 1 of Sanji. Stage 2, use your Luffy. He's in a wave flare and give you a attack boost for the final stage. Then on the final stage, the enemy is going to have Threshold. Use your Zoro. He's not only going to reduce the Threshold, he's also going to give you a 2-turn Orb boost that's going to allow you to have that Orb boost for both the initial kill and the revive. Then Rebecca is a very good unit for this. She's going to get around the enemy's defense up with a defense down conditional attack boost that lasts for 2 turns. She also gives you a 1.0 chain boost that lasts for 2 turns as well. So a very good unit giving us those boosts for 2 turns. Being very productive there, getting around that defense up with our own conditional attack boost allows us to get some damage out of that. Then activates your special of Yamato. She's going to change your bottom row characters' orbs into Wano. And then the support of what's his face, Otama is gonna lock those orbs so that you can have them in the final, in the revive as well. So Otama activates when you get inflicted with bind, which you do get on the final stage. Yamato gets around that, but since we still get inflicted with it, it should activate Otama support, and I know it will. So we're gonna get our orb lock from her. So this team is very fast, very efficient. Two specials, I mean three specials and one support on the initial kill, and then one support on the revive. No specials on the revive. So this seems very fast for how hard the quest is. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about the teams, ask them down below. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe for more content in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.